Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Arkansas's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. The Bayou Bengals flex on their boot rivals the last time these two men won it easily.
LSU made an example of Arkansas the last time they played. You talk to a lot of LSU fans and they said, we think about Alabama, we think about Georgia, we think about Ole Miss. They took little brother Arkansas to the woodshed the last time they played.
And I can just tell you, as a fan of the sport, when you hear that little brother, that ticks me off. So I know it ticks off Arkansas Razorback fans, and they want some revenge, and they want that boot.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush. This quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks joined the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden booth that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
Kick is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last. Turning it on! Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Rides the back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. Made a defender miss. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Dances away. Complete to the right. He'll work his way down to the 28. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. You be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Bringing the heat. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. LSU will get a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the pressure. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Trying to barrel in. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Give to the running back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level,
breaks into just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Going to try to get it himself. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up with this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something there offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a Golden Boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on them.
Punt is in the air. He's got it. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Still on his feet at the 45. He's up to 57 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Chester. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Barres. At the 45 on its way. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barres. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Fires into the end zone. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. One more snap coming before halftime. They're going to run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time he's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
He'll pull it down. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down and yet another big gain. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And and the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Chester.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his tight end. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going right and going deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Gets away from one, finds some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Wants to fire on second down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And some room to work. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chester. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third. A unloads it left. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the...
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the marker, it's Chester. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn up field. We saw that right there.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And he's still running after the move. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Arkansas. Once he got some room, it was over.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they fail. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Willihan. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Gonna sling it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Callaway. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's taking the deep shot. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Backed up now here, second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
He's got it, first down and more. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse.